What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to another video on our channel. The world of Hollywood is full of drama, and there's always some feud going on. This time, it's Sabrina Carpenter and Julia Michaels who are going to war with each other. Let's take a look at why Julia Michaels deactivates Twitter because of Sabrina Carpenter. Number 5. Who is Julia Michaels? Before we get into the details of why Julia Michaels deactivated her Twitter account and what role did Sabrina Carpenter play in all of this, first, let's take a look at who Julia Michaels and Sabrina Carpenter are so you can better assess the situation. Whether or not you know who Julia Michaels is, we're pretty sure you're already familiar with her work. Julia Michaels is one of the most talented songwriters in the Hollywood music industry and has worked with some major names in the industry. Be it Justin Bieber, Olivia Rodrigo, Selena Gomez, Britney Spears, or even Sabrina Carpenter, Julia Michaels has collaborated with all of them to produce some of the biggest hits in the industry. Julia Michaels got her big break in the industry after her song I Got Issues. According to Julia Michaels, the secret to great songwriting is her vulnerability and her ability to get people to open up to her, thus enabling them to open up to their audiences. If you're wondering about some of Julia Michaels' work, she's the brains behind Justin Bieber's Sorry, Britney Spears' Slumber Party, One Republic's Counting Stars, Ellie Goulding's Love Me Like You Do, Selena Gomez's Lose You to Love Me, and several other big hits in the industry. She even wrote the theme song for the Disney show Austin and Ally. While Julia's dad was at first a little hesitant about her career and advised her to go to college instead, Julia's work for Austin and Ally seemed to have changed his mind. Number 4. Who is Sabrina Carpenter? Now that you know who Julia Michaels is, let's also take a look at who Sabrina Carpenter is. Sabrina Carpenter, born on May 11th, 1999, has made her way to the top of Hollywood through her incredible singing, songwriting, and acting skills. Sabrina has made her mark in the music and acting industry in Hollywood and made her debut through the American crime series Law & Order. Since then, Sabrina has appeared in several movies and dramas, giving a spectacular performance every time. Looking at her career in the music industry, Sabrina Carpenter made her debut through her single Can't Blame a Girl for Trying. Sabrina also released her debut album titled Eyes Wide Open back in 2015 and has released a total of 4 albums after that. Initially, Sabrina Carpenter was working with Hollywood Records, but after quitting her contract with them, Sabrina was signed on by Island Records and has been working with them ever since. Her last album, Emails I Can't Stand, has received a ton of popularity and is being labeled as Sabrina's best work so far. Number 3. What did Julia Michaels do? Well, now that we've taken a look at who Sabrina Carpenter and Julia Michaels are, let's take a look as to why Julia Michaels deactivated her account and what really went down between the two. Belonging to the music industry, it's no surprise that Sabrina Carpenter and Julia Michaels have crossed paths many times and became close friends. However, it seems like things have turned south for both of them. After Sabrina Carpenter released her albums Emails I Can't Stand, Julia Michaels took to her Twitter account and made a tweet where she claimed the credit for writing all the songs on Sabrina's album. This was obviously not true and resulted in a lot of backlash for Julia Michaels. People saw that she was trying to jump on Sabrina Carpenter's fame and were quick to call her out for this. Some people even went as far as calling her childish and immature. Number 2. How did Sabrina Carpenter react? Imagine working hard on something and then seeing someone else try to take credit for your hard work. Naturally, Sabrina Carpenter was not amused by Julia's attempts at taking credit for her work. However, she chose not to say anything in response to Julia Michaels' tweet and chose to maintain her silence. Her fans, however, couldn't bear someone else taking credit for her work and started bashing Julia Michaels for her tweet. Sabrina did respond to Julia Michaels, however, but did so in a very subtle way. She started posting content on Instagram that was a clear indication towards her love for songwriting, thus implying that she did write all her songs on her own since she's clearly fond of songwriting. She even said that there's nothing that feels better than when you're done writing a song and it feels like you've taken a deep breath. Number 1. Julia Michaels deactivates her Twitter account. In response to all the backlash that Julia Michaels was receiving for her tweet, it seems like she had no other choice but to deactivate her Twitter account. Since no one believed Julia Michaels' claims of writing all the songs on Sabrina Carpenter's album, and Julia's lack of evidence to back up her claim, the songwriter decided that the best solution in this situation was to deactivate her account. All of this drama started when a fan posted a thread on Twitter about Sabrina's new album. The tweet also mentioned that Julia had written 6 out of the 13 songs on Sabrina's album. The fan went on to say that she loved the song but hated the way Julia writes. This got to Julia, and she responded by telling the fan that she had written all the songs on the album. Well, we're sure immature is the right word for how Julia acted, and it clearly didn't work out for her. Well guys, here's just about everything you need to know about Julia Michaels' deactivating her Twitter account and the role that Sabrina Carpenter played in all of this. But let me know what you guys think of this whole situation in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and share this video, as well as subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Take care now, guys.